You'll get this.
Welcome to Take Two, the podcast with the Rock 95 morning crew, Craig, Brian, and MJ. And if you missed us this week on Rock 95, we talked about an incident that happened at the birthday bash. It was actually after the birthday bash with myself and a few listeners who were rather hungry. Now, you guys got a text in while I was away on holidays regarding the birthday bash.
Yeah, we found out you were a busy guy.
I certainly was.
On the Friday night afterwards.
And I'm trying to get in touch with them because I want to get their version of this story after the birthday bash. Judy, Jay, Julie, and Steve are their names.
They need a band.
Sounds like a rock group, yeah.
I met them at the birthday bash, and then later on in the night, as I was going home, I mean, we had a conversation right after we were done. The three of us were like, where are you going for something?
Got to get some grub.
We were all starving. You went and got food. MJ got skunked on food.
Nothing.
Got nothing.
I got nothing.
That's what you get for not getting your own ride.
That is.
That's so true,
You're at the
right?
mercy of who drives you.
And I didn't want to inconvenience them or anything.
Did you even suggest it? Because you got a ride with a coworker.
Yeah, no. And you know what? She is like the sweetest person in the building, definitely. So she probably would be like,
certainly is.
let's go through a drive-through, no problem. But I didn't want to bug her and her
I would have
husband.
dropped so many hints. Every restaurant I walk by, there's
Oh,
Pizza Hut. Oh, there's a Wendy's.
Still open.
Tummy's a grumbling. I went to Wendy's that night, so I thought, this is an easy one. I'll just go in and out and go home. And I get there, and the drive-through is pretty much empty. I'm like, this is
Ideal.
I'll be home in a few seconds. And I see Judy, Jay, Julie, and Steve from the birthday bash. And I would love for them to call in with their side of the story. So 721-ROCK is our phone number here. And they were just in a great mood. They just had a great time at the birthday bash. And I rolled my window down, and I said, hey, guys, good to see you. And they're like, oh, Craig, oh, my God, we had a great birthday bash. And they said, are you going through the drive-thru? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, could you get us some food? And I'm like, get us some food? Why? What's going on? They didn't have a car.
Yeah, you can't walk through.
Now, I didn't know that you couldn't walk through, but they do refuse that a lot of times.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this question. If I'm getting them food, and they tried to get food and walk through, and I get, like, pinched, is that scoffed at?
No, I think you're fine.
I felt I was getting a little side-eye from the people there.
I know, because they tried to walk up,
and I'm like ordering 4 meals, and they're like, this isn't for you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little frowned upon, but definitely what you're doing is not wrong.
I wouldn't say
them out
so.
of there,
I'm
too.
getting them out of there, right? They were parked across at the hotel room, and then they walked over, and they didn't have a car, right? And, of course, they were drinking too much to
Just being
get
responsible.
through. They were being responsible, right?
Yeah.
So they gave me some money, and they go, can you go through and get us some meals? And I'm like, all right, fine. And I thought about it as I'm going through, and I had their money, had their cash in my hand. I'm like, how am I going to get their meal and then get my meal? I don't want them to pay for my meal, and then I don't want to say, now this one's on a separate bill.
He's trying to make it not obvious.
I'm trying to make it not
different bills, please.
I'm actually
That
just
you're
trying to
getting
make
it
it
for those guys.
easier for me, right? And I'm thinking, well, you know what I'll do is I'll get them their food. And then I'll just go back around again and I'll get my food. And we'll just make it easier. I'll take a little bit of extra time. So as I'm going through the drive-thru, I ended up getting there. And thank you to them for not having different orders.
Yeah, easy.
Did they make it easy for
They
you?
certainly made it easy. They said 4 number 2s. I'm like, okay, that's great. Good thing nobody wants, no onions. Like that
Right.
would be a disaster, right?
Yeah.
So I went and I did that, and it took a few minutes because there was several orders, and then they waited for me, and they were so appreciative. They were like so happy that I was able to get them food. They took pictures.
Yeah.
They did. They sent those in to us.
You're a hero.
They're-
And
yeah.
When you're drunk, hungry, and someone gives you burgers, they are your hero.
Yeah, there's a picture of me waving in the car at the drive-thru. There's a
Right.
picture of me handing over the drinks. So they were very appreciative. And then I was like going to go through again and get mine, and then the lineup was just a nightmare at that point. I'm like, I think I'm done.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
Now, I did end up
No,
going to get
Dave, double
food.
for you.
I did end up going to get food, and I went to another spot, and they were also lined up at the... But once you get caught into these lines, sometimes you can't get out.
Yeah, Craig was up till 4 a.m.
I was up for a long time because I thought this lineup was short, and it turned out it was longer just with a few people than it would have been for Wendy's to just kind of go through and whip around. And I was there for an eternity. eternity. Yeah, I didn't get home till like close to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
That's how long this was.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I do want to thank them for going to the birthday bash, and I'm certainly not putting blame on them, but I'd love to get their story. They did text in last week, and I tried writing them. So if, Judy, Jay, Julie, or Steve.
Any one of you.
Any one of you, if you're listening, I'd love for you to call in. No. I did not want to say that. You do not owe me anything. It was my pleasure to do that. We did end up hearing from someone from that night, and we'll get their side of the story coming up on Take Two with Rock 95. Welcome back to Take Two podcast with the Rock 95 morning crew, telling the story about after the birthday bash and how I guess I came to the rescue of 4 hungry Rock 95 listeners. One of them called in and told their side of the story.
Hello.
Hi, Judy. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
We're doing good. I wanted to talk to you today to get your side of this story because for those that just heard me talk about it at the birthday bash, I'm a full service radio host.
Sure are.
You absolutely are. You came in at the best time we needed help.
You needed help, yes. Did you try? So you guys were without car?
Yes, because we were staying at the Super 8 across the road, and of course, after leaving the birthday bash, you're not going to drive anywhere.
No. You guys were having a good time.
Right.
And then did you try to go through the drive-thru on foot?
We did.
Of course you did.
And of course, they're not letting us through.
Not at all, huh?
No. And then magically you appeared, our little, food fairy.
Was he the first one you asked? He was the first car?
He was the first one.
Look at that.
You wouldn't have asked a stranger, would you?
At that time, we probably would have.
I was wondering because my car pulled up and they were kind of approaching my car before I even rolled down the window, and I kind of felt like you would have asked me no matter who I was because I had tinted windows and you may not have been able to see me. And then I rolled down the window and I recognized you from the birthday bash.
Yeah.
And
we just realized that there was a car going through, and it happened to you.
Yeah. Boy, I would have think there would be a lot of people that probably would have said no.
I'm thinking so.
Yeah.
Like, who are these people asking us to do this?
Yeah, it's a strange request. I don't know if there was a lot of people. I did it because you guys look like good, honest people and fans.
Of course we are.
Well, yeah, and Craig said you kept the order simple.
We did.
Good etiquette there. Did you speak about that before?
Well, it's a funny thing because the couple we were with, we had been to a Wendy's not too long ago, and they ordered that number, and that's the first thing that came to my head.
Okay.
She's like 4 number 2s. I love it.
Yeah, it was simple.
So nobody else wanted anything like no pickles or anything? There was
they didn't have a choice at that time.
Good. That is good.
Just a good group.
Yeah.
Just a good group of people.
So this is your first time. Did you hear me talk about it on the air just a few moments ago?
Unfortunately, I did not.
Okay.
We're up north, and we couldn't get the Rock 95 in until my husband, we put it on the
Alexa
radio app.
Okay, so I was just talking about it, and let me tell you this my side of the story, because what had happened was I went through the drive-thru, and of course I was going to get my own food, because that's why I was there originally, right? I thought I would forego that just to make it simple, and then go back around again. So I ended up just getting your food, and then I handed you guys everything. And by the time I went around, the lineup was way busier than it was when I first got there. And I abandoned ship.
You should have come across to the Super 8. We would have shared.
I never thought to ask. And you probably had beverages there and everything.
We did.
But I thought it was a great story, and I was glad to help out. I mean, I've been in that situation before when you're at a party and you're getting out of the party and you've got no food, and you're like, man, I'll
need it.
I'll eat roadkill at this point.
Yeah, it was getting close.
Well, did you have a good time at the bash?
We had an amazing time. It was like the best ever.
Excellent. Is it your first time going?
No.
You've been
we've
before.
Been a couple times.
So this is the best. This is right up there.
Yes.
And I'm glad I can contribute to that.
Yeah, Craig
best
wants to.
time
Do you
ever.
remember
That
what
was
you ate?
awesome.
Yeah,
Like, you know, how was that? It's a blur.
Certainly a memorable experience, and thanks for thanks for including me in your story. I love that.
Oh, it was wonderful. Thanks for helping us out. We appreciate it.
Listen to Craig, Brian, and MJ, the Rock 95 Morning Crew on Barrie's Rock Station, Rock 95.